Hi guys, welcome to another Doctor Who collection video. I know it's been ages since I've done a recent video, but I've had so much going on at the moment. As I said, I would do my CD collection. I have quite a few, so I'm not sure how long it will be, but I'm just going to go through them all and just tell you if I like them or not, or if I've listened to them. Okay, so we'll just start with my tins. The Dalek tin. It's got the Power of the Daleks, the Evil of the Daleks, and My Life as a Dalek. Power and Evil are absolutely amazing. Like, two of my favourite Dalek stories I've listened to so many times. Then I've got the Cybermen tin. This one's limited to 8,000, and you probably can't see the number, it's 1,857. And you get the 10th planet, the invasion, and the origins of the Cybermen. To be honest, I don't know why they released these two stories in the Cybermen tin, because they mainly exist, apart from the last episode of that and 2 episodes from that. But the origin of the Cybermen, this documentary is pretty good, so I'd have been happy with like something like Weed in Space or something else in it. But then I got Monsters on Earth tin. This one's limited to 8,000 as well, and I got 3,188. And this has Doctor Who and the Silurians, the Sea Devils, and Warriors of the Deep. Again, pointless stories to release on audio, but I suppose if you're out and about and you want to listen to it, it's pretty good. And then I've got Doctor Who at the BBC. This is like a documentary done by Liz Sladen and Nicholas Courtney. Yeah, it's pretty good. There's like volume 2 and 3, I think, but I can't remember. I think there's only 2. I'm not sure. And then I've got Reconstructed the Power of the Daleks. Yeah, you plug this into your computer and you can like watch the BBC's reconstruction of the story. It's not bad. Then I've got Doctor Who and the Pescatons. This is alright. I wasn't like that impressed with it, but it was alright. But there's 2 discs. On the second disc is like an hour interview with Liz Sladen. And then I've got The Web of Fear. Excellent story, one of my favourites. I love this story. Fury from the Deep. Again, a good story. The Weed in Space. Good Cybermen story, I enjoy this. I enjoy like nearly all the Cybermen stories. And then I got my big finishes. So we got The Sirens of Time. This is the first ever big finish, and I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I like the bit where they all meet up, so that's pretty cool. Phantasmagoria. This was good. Really enjoyed this. The Genocide Machine. Yep, another good one. In my opinion, I really like this one. It's like Dalek Empire Part 1. It's like the story arc of all of them. It's like building up to the spin-off series of Dalek Empire. And then I got Red Dawn, which is a pretty good Ice Warrior story. The Doctor and Perry land on Mars, and there's like buried an army of Ice Warriors buried on the planet. And then I've got The Spectre of Lanyon Moor. This story is worth getting just to hear Nicholas Courtney and Colin Baker like talking to each other. So you Brigadier and the Doctor talking. The Apocalypse Element. This is a really good audio. It's kind of like a movie in a way, because there's so much action going on all the time, like people dying and explosions going on. But it's like the Daleks they invade Gallifrey, and it's a good story. And that's part 2 of the I think it's part 2 of the Dalek Empire. Yeah. Then I got The Mutant Phase, which is part 3 of the Dalek Empire. Not the best. It was alright. Then I got Minute in Hell. This is a really good one. It's the Brigadier and the 8th Doctor. I really enjoyed this. The Doctor like gets put in a mental asylum and he can't remember anything. And some other guy pretends to be the Doctor. It's pretty good. Blood Tide. The 6th Doctor and the Silurians. This was a good one as well. I think they did the Sidereal voices pretty well. Yeah, that was a good one. Now this is my favourite one, The Chimes of Midnight, the 8th Doctor. It's an absolutely amazing story. I mean, if you want to start with big finishes, start with this one. This is an absolutely amazing story. I've listened to it so many times. It doesn't get boring. It's kind of like Ghostlight in a way, because it's all set in a house. But I'm not going to ruin anything for anyone. Embrace of Darkness. I haven't listened to this one yet. This is one I'm actually currently listening to. I only listened to episode 1 so far and it was alright. Time of the Daleks. This is part 4 of the Dalek Empire. I think it's the final part. It was alright. The Daleks, like, I can't remember too much about it, but it's something to do with the Daleks of Shakespeare and some time corridor. It kind of like reminded me of either of the Daleks in a way, because they get the Doctor's help and they just want to use a time corridor and stuff like that. But yeah, it was alright. Neverland. Haven't listened to this one in a long time, so I can't remember too much about it. Spare Parts. This was pretty good. The Doctor and Nyssa land on Mondas before it's blown up, and you get the 10th planet Cybermen. And Nyssa wants to stop the development of the Cybermen, but the Doctor knows you can't. And there's like people who aren't converted and get sent to be converted. And Jubilee. This was a good story as well. This is kind of like Dalek in a way, because I think this is kind of like where they got the inspiration for Dalek. Because what happens in this, there's a Dalek, like a lone Dalek gets captured and gets prisoned by this person, and the Doctor goes in the room, and then it's like that whole Dalek scene from Dalek. Oh, that's why it's written by the same person. Doctor and the Pirates, or the last that lost the sailor. I haven't heard this yet, so I can't comment. It's a fairly new one. I recently bought it on the Big Finish like sale they had. Omega. I've listened to half of this. I haven't finished it. I just lost interest in it, but I need to go back and listen to that. Davros. Really good story. The Daleks aren't in it at all, so if you're looking at this and think, oh yeah, I get it, 'cause Daleks are in it. They're not in it at all. It's just the Doctor and Davros. But it's really good. I enjoyed it. Master, fantastic audio. I really did enjoy this. I thought it was really well done. The 7th Doctor and Jeffrey Brever's Master, really well. The Master kind of like loses his memory and thinks he's like John Smith, and he helps out all these people. But I'm not going to give anything away. You got to listen to it. It's really good. Zagreus. This is the 50th story. It's got Peter Davis, Colin Baker, specified Paul McGann. John Pertwee's got a part in it, which they took off a Devious product and just used his voice from that. And then it's just got tons and tons of companions on it. So I'm not going to go through them all. But it was really well done in some parts, but in other parts it really flopped. Like I was like, what? Don't get it. But it was alright. I need to go back and listen to it again. The Harvest. Not bad. Wasn't one of the best. The Juggernauts. This is pretty good. It's got mechanoids back in it, and it kind of, in a way, like shows you how he ended up in the 7th Doctor story, Remembrance of the Daleks. How Davros was like just a head, but then you see him in Journey's End, and he's like a whole body. So it doesn't really make sense, but it was good. The Davros is like doing something with the mechanoids, but I'm not going to tell you what happens. The Council of Nicaea. Haven't listened to this one yet. Terra Firma. Really good. One of my favourite 8th Doctor stories. Daleks and Davros. Oops, put that in the wrong one. Red. Still haven't listened to that. The Gathering. This one was alright. The Doctor. These are like interlocked. I think it's this, The Harvest, and The Reaping, which I haven't got. They were like interlocked Cyberman stories. And this person, I think, is in all three, and she meets the Doctor in different stages. But it's pretty good. The Doctor meets up with Tegan again. It's just alright. Exotron. Haven't listened to this one yet. There's quite a few I actually haven't listened to. Valhalla. Haven't listened to this one either. Wishing Beast. Listened to some of this and I really enjoyed it. The Demons of Red Lodge and Other Stories. This was quite good. It's like a few other stories plus one not quite long story. It was alright. The Crimes of Thomas Brewster. I enjoyed this. I like all three of these stories. Like one long story. The Feast of Axos, really good. The Sixth Doctor goes back inside Axos, and because it was like stuck in a time loop, it's a really good story. And Industrial Evolution. It's the final one of the trilogy about Thomas Brewster. Yeah, it's good. Heroes of Sontar. The first Sontar on audio for Big Finish. And I thought they did the Sontarans pretty well. Some parts I think are. Kiss of Death. This is the newest one I got from them. I haven't listened to it yet. I need to renew my subscription and get the rest of them, but... Return of the Daleks. This is a special. Yeah, I enjoyed this because Planet of the Daleks is my favourite story. This is good for it as well because it's like the Seventh Doctor goes back to Spyrodon, and because the Daleks tried to free the army from the ice. Return of the Crotons, not bad. The Four Doctors. This is like one long story, Dalek story in a way, because all the Doctors don't meet up. They all like, apart from I can't remember. I think two of them meet up, but something happens to this person. He goes back in time, and meets different incarnations of the Doctor. It was pretty good audio. I like that. Brave New Town. This is part of the Doctor Who series. Yeah, this is alright. It's got the Autons in it. The Zygon Who Fell to Earth. Yeah, it was pretty good. Hot House with the Crinoids. Yeah, another good one. My Only Stage Play, The Ultimate Adventure. The Nightmare Fair. This is part of the Lost Stories, and if there were anything like this, I'll probably get them all because I absolutely love this story. I thought it was great. Then My Only Companion Chronicle one. The Bluetooth, not bad. And part 4 of Dalek Empire, the first series of it, or the second if you count the 4 Dalek stories out for the actual line. But I've listened to it, but it was alright. I'm not sure if I get the other 3. Might do. Unbound, Ord Morality. Haven't listened to that. Don't really want to. I got it like in a bundle off eBay. Then I got Talk About Regeneration. I got 2 of them. It's just a documentary about the first Big Finish audio. Then I got 2 with the magazine. One Lisa Bowman one and Unit 1. Haven't listened to them. And Cuddlesome. I haven't listened to that. And then I finally got the 8th Doctor collection, which has got Storm Warning, which is pretty good. It's the first 8th Doctor one. Sword of Orion, that's a very good one. It's got Cybermen in. Stones of Venice, another good one, and Invaders from Mars. And that is my Doctor Who CD collection. I will do another DVD collection when I get around to it. It is coming. So thanks for watching this, guys. Please rate, comment, subscribe, add me as a friend. I may do some reviews on CDs, I'm not sure, depends. But thanks for watching, guys. See you later.